Hello my YouTube friends. So I'm currently standing about 2 miles south of Corcoran on Dairy, which is also 6th Street right here. I'll go to max magnification. I'm looking north toward max magnification, looking north toward Corcoran. Now this farmland, cropland, currently underwater. Okay, right now I'm facing the Corcoran State Prison off in the distance. Just water, water, water everywhere. This little iPhone SE, it's doing the best it can. Whoop. Still looking. There's a lot of people that came out to look. Now I'll move this way a little bit closer to the road because just 100 yards or so at most is the very end of the road. I'll drive up there. We'll get a closer look in a minute. Where 6 goes underwater, Dairy. I don't know what farm building this is right here. It's out of production, it's submerged. I don't know what's in these silos. All this farm equipment's half submerged. Water, water, water everywhere for miles in the distance. Now you can't really see, but at the horizon in the center of the screen is the tops of some orchards. You can kind of see the gap in the tops of the trees where it makes rows. At the very edge of the horizon, it's like looking out to sea. So we passed over a ditch of some sort, an irrigation canal, like right up here. So that was a 360-degree turn. Hold on, I'll drive down closer to where the street ends. Alright, so we drove down a little bit farther. I was talking to this gentleman here. He did not want to appear on camera. Let's go to max magnification. There's a duck right there. See him? So it's the same view except for these. Alright, man. These signs right here. The road closed. Road's done. This is it. The end of Dairy /6th. Go back to magnification. You can see the telephone poles that are on the side of the road. That debris is hung up on the road. More hardware submerged. We got wave action. It's like we're at the beach, or I guess the lake. Right, all this debris washed up. That's looking back toward Corcoran. Nothing but water for miles. All right, let's see if we can find another view. Here's that duck again. He's loving it. Okay, we'll see what else there is. Okay, I'm not done filming yet, but just for reference, so this pile of debris right here, and it's some kind of styrofoam. I don't know what it is. So the water was higher, because farther up there, the water was just high enough to cross the road, but not deep enough for the wind to push this debris over it. Right, you can see some other stuff right there in the road. Today is Saturday, April 8th. All right, more people coming to check it out, man. See if you look like right here. More, stuff on the road, wood particles and that sort of thing. right, but where's the yellow line? There's the yellow line. So the water was up this high previously. All right, we'll see what else there is to see. So I just noticed a minute ago, we're at the same spot. All these trees, there's a house in those trees directly under that palm tree. There's a house over there, it's flooded. So that's awful. All right, we're turned around. We're going to head over toward Corcoran State Prison. And I'll show you the other spot we were a minute ago. Here's Hanson Ranches. They're in deep water. If you look over here, there's a truck driving on the ditch bank. All right, I'll check back. All right, Corcoran State Prison is over here. Up ahead, the road ends. Well, it doesn't end, but they built a berm to hopefully prevent flooding. There's an irrigation canal or ditch or something. Let's see if I can zoom in. Trying to hold it steady. So the road continues, but they put this berm up, and I'll show you that in a second. We'll park and get out. They must have used this vehicle here to build the berm, this backhoe. Some guys are driving over it. Okay, hold on. All right, so here's the prison. Here's the berm I told you about. You can see it keeps going. There's a stop sign. Here's the backhoe. Okay, hold on. So now I'm on top of the berm. There's the prison. There's the irrigation ditch. That valve right there is closed. More fields just flooded. All right, some guys are driving over this ramp to go that way. Here's the irrigation canal. And you can't go very far that way or else you'll run into the water where we were just at. All right, hold on. So of course we had to turn around, and Corcoran State Prison is right on the Kings County line. So we went back the way we came, and we cut through town. We ended up on this same irrigation canal, but on the other side of Corcoran State Prison. And I'll show you what we found over there. I don't know if these are someone's escaped goldfish. There's a little pack of them. They're chasing the water coming out of this valve. They're just going around in circles. Well, we're on the other side of Corcoran State Prison. More agricultural land flooded. Birds everywhere. Those little tiny black dots are birds. All right. So what I believed happened there is as the flooding water, as the Tulare Lake reasserted itself and began rising, and it began covering various homesteads and ranches and places like that where people live. Now remember that, or understand that many of these ranch houses are very, very nice. Some of these big ranchers and industrial farmers and stuff, you know, they got money, and even though they live out in the middle of nowhere, their houses are really nice, provided they're not underwater. And I believe someone had a koi pond, and then as the waters rose, they had to evacuate, and they left the fish in the pond. And as the water covered the homestead and the water flooded the koi pond, the koi, they didn't care. They're like, okay, great, whatever. We could swim farther now because they were still in water. You know, so it's like a big wind came and blew open the gate to the backyard, and the dogs are like, hey, look, we can, you know, we can walk farther now. So I believe that's where these fish came from. And so after this, we kept driving and just to see what there was to see on various back roads, and I'll show you what we saw next. So here's an example of a flooded orchard. Okay, get us a view out the side. It's going to get deeper. Pretty deep here, and this guy's trying to pump out his field. Into that field. What about the pumps though? That house is still dry though. It looks dry, huh? Alright, that's good. You can stop. So here's more flooded farmland. We just passed a flooded out dairy, but I didn't have my phone ready. We're southbound on 43 right now, headed toward Wasco. Water everywhere. Well, that's Freeway 99. Overcrossing the Kings River, I think. This is the Riverland Resort. There's a berm right here. Water everywhere. The river hasn't been this high in decades. So lots of water. There's a goose. So that wraps up our tour of part of the Central Valley from Corcoran. We couldn't go south at all from Corcoran. You saw that. Then we started working our way back east toward 99 and our route home. That was when we came across the Kings River Resort right there. They got a motel and mobile trailer park, travel trailer parking, a little resort thing, usually fishing, river beach access, kayaking, canoeing, swimming, other types of recreational uses, but not this year, not when it's that flooded. So just one more thing. Hold on a second. And so that one more thing will, of course, be the verse of the day. And so for that, we're going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 9, starting with verse 8. Let me zoom in a little bit. Genesis chapter 9, verse 8. And God spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth, and I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there be any more a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This, the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. All right, my friends, you have a good day.